Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul, EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hey guys.
And Galadrius.
I'm here, hello.
Plus Brandykatz off to the side.
Hello.
And we are playing this game with a black screen, very attractive black screen. That's what you should have instead of a title screen. It's called Lord of the Click Interstellar Wars for Xbox. This is also on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. Console versions cost $5, and the Steam version is $6 for some reason.
That is weird.
Fascinating stuff, right? Let's play some Lord of the Click Interstellar Wars. But anyway, this is the third or fourth game in the series. There's 3 main Lord of the Click games, and then there's Interstellar Wars. The 3 main ones are fantasy games, and this one's sci-fi. What does any of that mean? I don't know. Yo, Sir Khalid. So it looks like I get to pick a warrior. Bomb or a spearman. I don't know what's happening here. Tyler, tell us about this series.
It's some weird, probably mobile series that nobody has ever played or heard of.
I think it's mainly for like a PC type series, but it is also on consoles. Protective turrets. Yeah, we'll do that. Choose a defensive unit. Protect the bunker. Let's see how that works. Sir Khalid, it's good to see you. Does anyone know if Shih Tzu's been around lately? Because I saw him on Javor's stream, and it made me think, when's the last time we saw Shih Tzu?
Around.
Yeah, that's kind of a drag.
Not even to enter the contests or whatever.
Why would... I mean, why? I want to know. Is he mad at me about something?
Maybe he hasn't been as impressed with the giveaways or something.
Oh, God. You know, the giveaways shouldn't matter, right? Like, regularly... I don't know if it's you, Tyler, but, you know, friends of the stream often tell me, just don't do giveaways. Because they're a huge hassle, you know?
They can't be.
Yeah, I mean, Lyle has to run the giveaway, but for me, it's like such a hassle to...
Them and,
yeah, a whole lot of trouble. And it's actually gotten harder over the years instead of easier because of more people streaming. So, it's not fair.
Not to mention having to play all their games.
Well, I mean... I don't mind that so much. What is all this? Am I supposed to drop something? What happened? I picked a turret. It said defensive unit turret, but I don't see any turrets. So I don't know. Now I can do 2 of these things. That's messed up, Zero. Anyway, this is a simple game, so we'll be able to easily talk. Yeah, I mean, it's a clicker game. Like, you're supposed to just click on units and send them out over and over. And that's what we're doing.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. On clicker games, they're simple. Like, you play them while you watch a show or listen to a podcast or YouTube videos or something. So, my guys are... I don't feel like we're getting much of an advantage here. Do I need more different kinds of units? Let's get a ranged unit.
You need to earn more coins and probably unlock more people, I'm guessing.
Perhaps so. I thought there'd be like a tutorial. Pay to not have to click. You're wrong, Tyler.
Jonah's just here for the raid at the end. I'll message you some people who are going live.
Oh, great.
No, so you don't have to wait till the end.
We're losing now. What's going on?
Did
Can't
you
even
like
click
start on
right,
super hard difficulty?
This is just the default. There's no tutorial or anything. Like, what does this do? Bomb? Okay, let's unlock a bomb too. Okay, God, but... Oh, my turret's finally kicked in. They just have to get within range. But yeah, I'm not making enough... Maybe I shouldn't have bought so many units. Because I think it... Does it cost money? No, the unit... The people generate over time. I see. And the bomb is super expensive, so it's not going to be any help. I also have a
crushed.
Yeah, this sucks. I hope the whole game's not going to be hard like this.
Imagine not clicking right. Can't even click.
I'm a bad clicker. Alright, I just did a bomb. What does it do?
You're clicking all wrong.
You better hope it kills like 1,000 worms, because you're getting crushed.
It only killed a few at the front. I mean, it killed the ones at the front, but I mean the ones by my wall, but only them.
You need more turrets.
Yeah, and there's no way to get them. I don't know what's happening here. Do I get to keep the money that I don't spend and use it on my next continue or something? Jonah, we're glad you're here. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for not being sarcastic like Zero on Twitch. Okay, what just happened?
Not my fault you're clicking wrong.
I tried to push the A button, but my finger slipped and hit Y instead or something. I don't know.
Let's go.
Well, should we talk about Deadpool yet?
Sure.
Thanks, Zero.
There's not a ton to talk about.
No, there's not, but
There's
I
not
mean, we could
spoiler.
praise
We
it.
can't
Yeah.
spoil because somebody will be mad at us. But if you've seen it, you know who's in it, and you know how good it is.
That's true. All of us here on Mike have seen Deadpool. Zero on Twitch, did you see Deadpool and Wolverine? It's impossible for me to win this. I need to just let him kill me, huh?
You just buy another bomb. That did pretty good last time.
I mean, I have to, like, not even attack for a while. But I need to be able to push them away. Like, what... Of course, I don't know what my overall objective is. Like, will they stop coming if we keep playing? He doesn't watch superhero movies.
Well,
I
look
knew
at the
there was
currency
some...
you're building. Look at the currency you're building. More than likely, you'll be able to keep your currency when you go through a second time. That means you can build up a stronger army.
I hope so. And with clicking... accelerates the extraction of a resource to summon units. Well, why didn't you tell me? That sounds good. A unit spawns every 10 seconds. Okay, let's get that. Well, maybe it's not impossible to win. A gunner spawns every 10 seconds. So these are things that I should have known about. Push trap pushes the enemy active for 2 minutes.
Buy more stuff, yeah.
Yeah, increases storage space. Okay, sure. Barricade. Health 400 is... Okay, good. There we go. Now we got some units. Oh, that'll get them off our butts. Oh, Thyrenia's finally going to see it tomorrow or the day after. That's good. Darker Player, did you see it? So at least they can't get past us very easily. And yeah, now I can summon units much more quickly. That's what I needed. Oh, dang it. The wall already broke.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say
still.
it won't last forever.
Alas.
Alas.
Okay, send out the strong guy. Okay, we got more money. Let's buy more upgrades. Dropped in the selected spot. Okay. Let's kill this batch. Alright, there we go. Keep going, guys. My guys are advancing a little bit, so maybe they'll actually make some progress.
I think it's what you need to do. You just need to get it.
Javors!
Darker Player seen it.
no,
Zero
bigger
doesn't like
guys.
superhero movies. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine came out last week. It's making all sorts of money for Marvel. People say it's the official return of Marvel since last year's movies didn't exactly do amazing, except for Guardians 3. And it's a lot of fun. We're not going to spoil it. At least we're not going to try to spoil it. But it does have some neat surprises.
We would never even think about spoiling it.
It was great when Jar Jar showed up. That was
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Javors is... Okay, before we continue, Javors, it's great to see you. Would you please ask Shih Tzu on you if he's mad at me, and if so, why? Next time you get a chance. I guess I could have asked him earlier, but I wanted to... We were about to leave to go to the movie anyway, when Javors was streaming. Alright.
Yeah, it's
Doing
funny.
games
Lots of fan service in it.
Yeah, it was great. Okay, there was a big Bollywood singing number there, Zero. It was great.
It is very... Well... What do we like about the movie? Tyler, what do you like about it?
It was funny.
We beat the level! We didn't lose after all. Yeah, it was really funny.
Just need to build up your resources. That's what it was.
Achievement, yo. Yeah, now we know. Would you say that the humor mostly landed then?
Yeah.
Mostly. Yeah. Yeah, there were, I mean, yeah, mostly.
There were a couple of jokes that were offbeat, but nothing severe, and the rest were pretty good.
I mean, there's so many jokes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fly through them. There's a lot of fourth wall breaking. Like, even
Yeah.
for Deadpool, there's a lot of fourth wall breaking.
Man, this time I was in the bathroom when Nice Pool had some fourth wall breaking. I wish I had been
Man,
there to see that.
learn to hold your urine better. There you go, girl.
Apparently so. Yeah, no. Famously small bladder.
Oh, yours. Okay.
Yes. Yo, dementia.
But yeah, I mean, there were some great things about it. Obviously, Cassandra Nova's the big bad in this, and
She's really good.
she was good in it. I think she was a great character and everything. And obviously, we know about a couple of the returns from the trailers. It was great seeing Daphne Keane again as X-23, and we're not spoiling it. That was in the trailer, so we're not spoiling that one.
Well, I still wouldn't have mentioned it because a lot of people felt that should have been in the trailer. But oh well.
And then obviously a couple of familiar villains show up, but that's the tip of the iceberg. There's more great surprises. We're not going to spoil it, but you guys will love them.
Oh, you can get upgrades for your regular units too. Let's see, resource extraction boost. We're doing that one. Keep making these guys.
Not to mention the soundtrack was banging. A lot of great choices on the soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean that Madonna song. I guess it's Madonna, right? The song that plays during the climax.
Yeah, and then there's a Grease song in there. We won't say how it's used, but it's a Grease song.
I do not know it from that, but yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's great. And then let's see what else. Of course, Hugh Jackman and seeing him back as Wolverine was great.
Yes, definitely.
And Ryan still was a lot of fun as Deadpool. I would have liked to see like the characters that returned from the first two movies do more, but I understand why they didn't, so I'm not too mad about that.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of in there to provide continuity, but they just weren't important to the story.
Yeah.
But I did miss Cable and what's her name? But is it okay to say that they're not in it? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Domino.
Domino, yeah. Zazie Beats or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is she in other things? Like, was she too expensive to get? She's not in anything.
Well,
Maybe she retired.
I think they were trying to focus more on like movies from the past instead of like continuing with the Deadpool general storyline. And I'll leave it at that. I mean, there's nothing else I can say past that. But yeah, I think they were focusing more on just the general legacy. You know what I mean?
Sure, I guess.
But I don't. Plus, bringing back Cable, that would have been a lot of Thanos references because Josh Brolin played both characters. So.
No, I understand perhaps not bringing him like he'd be, but she's not important to anything. Like, Domino is not an important character, so it would have been nice to see her there are people in those scenes that you're talking about that I didn't even recognize. Does that apply to you guys too?
I'd say so. I will say though, there's always room for double dipping. I mean, they did just announce Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to the MCU as Doctor Doom, and that's not a surprise. That's news that's been everywhere.
That is true.
Yep. And it's an interesting choice. I don't know if I would have gone that way, but they're bringing back the Russo brothers to direct again, which is good.
I continue to not be happy about the Robert Downey Jr. thing, but perhaps they will do it in a way that makes everyone happy. I think they should have just given us details about it so we could know better what to expect from it.
To be an alternate universe thing. I mean, that's another great thing about Deadpool 3 is it kind of Deadpool and Wolverine. It opens up all sorts of possibilities.
Darker Player, you're trying to give a spoiler, and we're actually supposed to be avoiding spoilers, as you know. So somebody delete that line. Somebody with mod powers.
Do I have that?
Yeah, Wolverine was awesome, right? I mean, like, he's so good in it. I'm really glad they got him back.
I don't think I'm able to. I'm not modded, so I can't do it.
Oh, my bad. All right, Jono got it. Thank you.
There we go, Jono. Thanks, Jono.
Right on.
I don't even know what it means, so that must not have been much of a spoiler.
Well, let's be thankful.
But no, I mean, there are some neat surprises in there, and I think it's about the legacy. That's the important thing about it. But it's just a lot of fun. It's well directed. There were a lot of great laughs. Had a lot of fun with it.
The action, I heard some complaints about the action, but I feel like every action scene is fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I think the big fight scene was terrific. I think it was really well done. And then there was like a ridiculous fight near the end, and I won't say what's included in it, but that was good too.
I believe you.
Yes. I don't know if I talked about this yet, but while we're talking about movies, I also saw Twisters. I didn't get a chance to talk about it last week.
Oh, sure. Tell us about Twizzlers.
Twisters.
Twisters. I'm really more of a Red Bands
I'm gonna
guy.
hit. Yeah, I'm more of a Red Bands guy. Anyway, Twisters is the sequel to the 1999 blockbuster, obviously, but nobody from the original movie came back. It stars Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones, I think her name is.
Yeah, because they all died in the first Twister.
They didn't die.
They got their heads twisted off.
And they ripped them. Yeah, they ripped them to shreds.
You're terrible. Stop it. No, but it's basically a different kind of story about tornado hunters in Oklahoma, but it's really well done. The action is just as good as the original. The acting is good. They didn't really lean too much. They leaned a lot on character development, which was really good. So yeah, I thought it was a fun sequel. And you know, obviously Glenn Powell, he's in everything good now. It seems.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who it is either.
He was in Top Gun Maverick. He was in Anyone
What's that?
But You.
Just kidding.
You don't know what Top Gun Maverick is? I'm not going to sit here and explain movies to you, Paul. What's Top Gun?
No,
You're
Helen
ripping right
Hunt.
through.
I'm not watching it without Helen Hunt in there.
Yeah, she's not in there, but Daisy's cute.
No cameo.
Well,
Jeez.
That was the after credit thing. Is they're on the hunt for Helen Hunt?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, you won again. Nice job.
I think so, but nothing's happening.
Your characters sure are ugly.
Maybe there's a boss coming.
Your
They look like
little-
worms or something. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
it was
your
loading.
little- I don't know what they are.
Oh,
tar
here we
picks
go.
or whatever.
They remind me of the worms, except they have feet instead of worm tails.
Yeah, like worms from those games. Worms.
Yeah, that's what I
nobody,
mean.
nobody wanted.
No, they
Mirror
remind me of real life worms.
Oh, I hate.
Oh,
those
come
games,
on,
worms.
guys. Don't be like that.
I mean, I would have taken it, but I already have it. So,
What game is it?
Mirror Moon E EP.
Yeah, it's sort of an indie poor man's
There we go.
poor
Dementia
man's
will
No
take
Man's
it.
Sky.
Give it
Yay,
to
Dementia, thank
Poor
you.
man's.
Congrats, Dementia. Give him the code.
Poor man's No Man's Sky. Yeah.
It's no good though. But no,
I'm sure it
Twisters
is.
is a lot of fun, and obviously Deadpool and Wolverine's well worth your money as well. And then I watched another movie called Monkey Man. It's been out on digital
Oh.
for some time. That came out a while ago. It's Dev Patel. It's essentially his take on John Wick, but it's
That's the
pretty
Green
good.
Knight.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. I mean, it's nice and violent. It's got some good story to it, but I think its action is kind of unpredictable. You don't really sense like what all he's doing until he does it, and it's pretty wild to watch. I mean, John Wick's still king, but Monkey Man was pretty good. Oh yeah, Dementia, the new Alien Romulus.
Definitely.
movie is gonna be I'm seeing that day one. That's gonna be.
Yeah, Brandy loves to complain about it, but it's like, it looks so well made.
Yep. I think there's another wave. Yep, here comes another wave. Anyway. But yeah, I really think Monkey Man's a pretty good movie. If you guys like action movies, definitely check it out. So yeah, I've seen some pretty good movies lately. No stinkers.
Monkey Man's not a good title.
No, it's not.
That's what they call it. Well, that's what he calls it. I don't know what to tell you. It did pretty good at the box office. So.
Yeah, because, I mean, they made it for like $5, so that helps.
I like Dev Patel too.
I wanted to like The
Yeah, I
Green
thought-
Knight, but I really didn't like the ending to it,
I don't know
which
what
we
that
talked
is.
about
Is it
before.
Green Knight.
Yeah, he starred in it. It's a movie from A24, you know, those guys that mostly
Oh,
make horror
yeah.
movies. But anyway, it's based on the famous Arthurian romance, The Green Knight, the, you know, famous story from the 1500s or whatever. And they
Yeah.
screw the ending, and I really didn't approve of that. But it's, I mean, very artistic and well made and stuff. It's just, why'd they have to mess up the ending? I'd love to know.
It kind of confused me a little bit too. I don't know exactly what happens.
Oh, it is. I mean, it's very surreal.
Never
But
heard
I like that about it. I mean, I enjoy some surrealism now and then. I mean, you should watch it if you get a chance, Tyler. I don't know if it's on any of the streaming services, though.
Yeah,
I just like him in. Why is like every streamer that's being recommended to me like an anime streamer now?
Because you're
That's
always
weird.
watching those Asian girls.
Is there like some
Yeah.
new filter on Twitch where you can make yourself look like an anime girl or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good question. It's called being a VTuber.
Oh, is it?
I guess.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm done with that crap.
Tyler's just trying to see if he can set up a hot tub.
Right. Well, they're not even in hot tubs. They're just cartoons. I don't want to see that.
I need
He
more
wants real
upgrades.
people.
Okay,
Nope.
let's...
The stream's still going darker player.
Yeah, is it looking okay for everyone else?
Sorry, is
looks fine
Stream
to
have
me.
died? What is that? So yeah, some good movies here. What else did you, Paul? I think you met up with somebody this week, according to the all-knowing newsletter. Tell us about that.
There's a mistake in the newsletter, and I apologize for it. But anyway,
You're fired.
no, I didn't meet up with anyone.
Thought you met with Low Sweet in Niagara Falls, or was this a while
Like
ago?
3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you want to explain the Coca-Cola?
You know, actually in Canada, people don't like all the restaurants have Pepsi instead of Coke, and man, Coke Zero is approximately 100 times better than Diet Pepsi. So, that was a frustrating thing about visiting Canada.
So
I mean, a
wait,
few places had Coke products. McDonald's still has Coke products, but a lot of places did not. I wasn't happy about it.
So you were holding a Diet Pepsi and you decided to replace it in the picture with a can of Coke?
There you go.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Okay, you're not going to tell us the truth. It's a controversy right here, folks.
Okay, let's
It's
see.
Saturday Games to Go controversy.
Canadians, yeah, they mostly only drink Pepsi. It's so weird.
Well,
It is
Pepsi's
better than
more
Coke, so
popular
that makes sense.
north.
Coke, I mean, Diet Pepsi has nothing on Coke Zero.
Well,
I'll
I
tell you that.
can't.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
can't talk about diet because all diet is disgusting.
You're so
Compared
wrong.
to- yeah,
Yay,
compared to
Tech
regular-
Guy. Tech Guy's following us again. Tech Guy, are you still alive? You can talk in 10 minutes. Tell us, let us know if you got kidnapped or what happened to you. But it's very good to somewhat see you.
Okay.
Takes
Why
it to
don't
a
you tell us?
happy too.
You actually go back to work this Monday, don't you?
Oh gosh, yes I do.
Oh
That's
no, back to
right.
the working class. Oh no.
It's the worst time of the year, man. No.
You missed everybody. Don't be
Achievement.
bad.
Look at that. I'm just. Who would I miss?
Man, 10 points, that's not a lot of achievements.
No, they're
Hey,
doling
let's
him.
check it out.
Do they want me to play this for like a month and get them all
Yeah, I
slowly?
see.
Like,
Guess so.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I hear you
That's-
clicking something, so I guess the name of the title is right because you're clicking like crazy over there.
yeah, there's clicking all right. And just taking a brief beverage pouring. But yeah, we have like 1.5 weeks of training and meetings and things like that. And plan. There's a little bit of planning time, but not as much as teachers actually need. So that's annoying.
Okay.
But-
Heads up. Paul is now drinking a Coke Zero, just so everybody knows.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm actually drinking Clear American.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got the candied
Walmart.
rainbow flavor.
Oh yeah, I should try that. But yeah,
Candied
this is
rainbow. It's practically Skittles water. It's good. What flavor you got?
Fuji apple. This one is. It's
Ooh.
fine. It's just.
I got
apple
that
flavor.
too. I got that in my fridge. I love it.
Oh, well, there you go. Let's see.
You make a
choose
good
defensive-
watermelon one, but they discontinued it, so I had to go back to other flavors.
That's too bad. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a good pina colada flavor. I don't know if they still make it, but I had some. I had one recently.
It's discontinued too, I think, but you can also get orange, or I'm sorry, what was it? Pineapple coconut. That's pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I like the water too. I can't drink sodas all the time, so I have one of those in the car with me when I'm doing my space deliveries.
I think of it. It could still be soda. Like, is there anything that makes it not soda? I'm not sure.
It's carbonated, but it's not carbonated like soda. It doesn't have like the gunk in it like soda does.
What do you like to drink, Tyler? Besides Pepsi. Ugh.
Booze,
Pepsi
probably.
and Dr. Pepper.
Ugh.
Pepsi's good.
Pepsi's
What's-
not bad,
what's-
but it's not Coke, so.
What's so
Imagine,
good about
yeah,
it?
imagine being under that like Coke cult influenced by the Southern. Everyone down south drinks Coke, and that's all they
The
drink.
Coke.
Unfortunately, they don't get to enjoy real sodas.
No, there's certain chains that only have Pepsi, even here. You know.
Yeah, good ones.
No, we also drink water, but like to only drink water would be very boring and sad.
Yeah,
It would
water
make me
sucks.
unhappy. Yeah, like I try to alternate like a soda and then a water, basically.
Yeah, you gotta hydrate a little bit. You have to have water, otherwise you go berserk.
Yeah, you get lots of headaches. Oh crap, these guys are tearing up my resources. What do I?
Water sucks.
Buy more
It has no
soldiers. Buy
flavor.
more resources.
Ah, God. I think I picked bad stuff. I don't know. This is just a harder level. Darker player drinks any brand. But I was drinking Pib Zero at the movie theater because they have fancy Coke machines there with lots of flavors, you know. And Pib Zero is one of those flavors. So. Yeah, well, that's technically what I was drinking is carbonated flavored water. I don't know if it still counts as water. Like, it may be definable as soda for all, like I said, for all I know, but it's good.
It
Or
is
good enough.
And it's actually better for you than soda.
Well, good. Brandy likes to drink some unsweetened tea with sweetener, then she adds sweetener to it.
Okay.
She had a lot to
Yes.
add about that.
They also have sparkling ice flavors that are flavored like Starburst. like cherry, strawberry, lemon, orange, and they're good too.
What do you mean by sparkling ice?
Sparkling ice. They're made by the same company that made Clear American. They're called sparkling ice drinks.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not earning any resources fast enough on this. It's frustrating.
Yeah, you're getting murdered.
Yeah. Okay, here, get that too. Maybe that'll help.
Click.
The difficulty just hops up in this game. That's what I'm doing, baby. So, did I have anything more to say about Deadpool? Deadpool had a lot of cussing in it.
Oh yeah, it's rated R.
Yeah, I mean, well, all of them were rated R. I would say this one actually has the foulest language of the three. Like, they turned it up, which is fun, but not good for you if you don't like that kind of stuff. Have you seen that article or meme of there's a real article about this couple. They made like a TikTok video or something where they said they walked out of the movie because it has blasphemy in it. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok or something.
Why
but I
don't
didn't
you have
watch
the-
all of it?
You need the wall turrets back.
It's so silly. Yeah, let me. There. Okay, just
Get
bought
some
them.
wall turrets. Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
know if like people are serious about that or if it's just like engagement bait to get people to click on their stuff and try to
I'd
go
bet it's
viral.
engagement bait, right? Nobody could be that dumb. Or,
I didn't watch.
don't
I
know.
didn't even watch all of it because it kind of seemed fake already, so I didn't really watch all of it.
Right on. Okay, now I need a bomb.
Like, who would go to Deadpool not knowing what it is? Like,
The interesting thing with me, some parents took their kids. There were kids in our showing.
Oh, there was kids in our first showing too.
That's
I was
ridiculous.
like, whoa.
I was like, wow, okay.
yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, well,
Definitely.
some people will do anything.
Kids.
Oh no, I'm
Some
losing.
people anyway.
I think I lost.
Maybe like 14, 15, 16-year-olds, I guess,
Yeah.
maybe. But like,
And we're,
even then, it's not
No,
great. But
these
especially
kids-
younger ones is ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah.
the kids that were walking out of ours were like 7.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And I won't let
It's
my
just-
11-year-old see it.
It's just parents not caring.
I was like, I wouldn't let my
Yeah.
11-year-old go.
I mean, I wouldn't let
So-
Paul see it because he's childlike.
That's right.
Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, they've had a lot of trouble making that new Blade movie, but I hope they actually get it together. Like, just
Hard to
Hey.
tell.
get someone to write a good script, pay them, and just make the movie. Like, they're. I wish we could know what the behind-the-scenes shenanigans really are, because
Get
Like,
Jordan
it's not-
Peele on it. Jordan Peele's a great director.
yeah, he'd be perfect for it.
Yep.
Like
But
a
he's
more.
working on that Hideo Kojima game, so he's working on that.
But they are supposed to. I mean, like, he is supposed to be doing some kind of. He's in talks for a Marvel project, but nothing solid, right? But like, they should do it.
Yeah, I agree.
How do I? Okay, there we go. A healthy drinker, unhealthy eater. Oh well, dementia really likes his water, just like Lyle. Icky.
I ate too many pretzel sticks, but those are good. Yeah,
All
Dark
right.
Player, thank you. Don't tell the Disney jokes, but there are some good Disney jokes.
Yeah, definitely. Good. There's a mid-credits thing in Deadpool that's very entertaining, and then
post
the
credits.
no, I mean like there's a mid-credits one. you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then there's the post-credit scene, which is also entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was
So,
funny.
yeah.
It was worth sticking around for the post credits, which is usually
Mm-hmm.
not the case. Usually they're super stupid.
They certainly can be. All right,
Like I
let's make-
sat through 22 minutes of credits for that.
It was
Yeah, exactly. Like they can be a real letdown, especially I think the Sony ones that do them. Sony doesn't know what they're doing, you know. All right. So bomb. All right. Then we drop a bomb right there on that group. Boom. That's better.
Like it's shield mode.
Shield mode.
I don't know. It's on Twitch. Chat will be cleared and any settings selected in shield mode will immediately be activated. What does that even mean? Twitch has such weird things.
That they do. They're always trying to make new things, and they send surveys to streamers and such.
Oh, now I'm in mod view.
I think I'm doing better this time, but I can do better still. So let's keep that up. So, Tyler, are you going to see Alien? The new Alien?
Nah.
I'm going to call it Alien 5 because I don't think the two Prometheus movies should count.
Alien 7.
Well, for that matter, the Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection shouldn't count. Those weren't great
Oh,
either.
I still really like Alien Resurrection. I don't know why people are so tough on it.
I don't know. I just think it could have been a little bit better. But, I mean, you might as well include them because the whole legacy's in there. And Romulus looks like it's going to be a nice little new chapter, though. It's by the director of that Evil Dead reboot and the Don't Breed movies.
Yeah, the first Evil Dead reboot, because he didn't do the second one, right? That's someone else.
No, he didn't do Evil Dead Rise. That was somebody else.
Yeah, but Fede Alvarez or something like that.
You got it.
I mean, like, he's a good visual director. Like, the new Evil Dead movies, you could say they're too dark and serious compared to the old ones. But I mean, that is also a script thing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Alien. I mean, I hope this. I'm sure it'll have human moments and such too, right?
Well,
we're doing
I
so
think-
much better.
Yeah, I mean, there is one noteworthy thing about Disney in that they know how to do these reboots just right. Because they also did a couple of years ago. You remember Prey when it was on Hulu, the new Predator movie?
Yeah,
And
that
it
was great.
really good. Yeah, it was a great movie. I picked it up in 4K with Steelbook. I had to have it, but they're hinting that another movie's in the works, and it's going to have the same tone and probably the same director as Prey did. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right on. I just unlocked a thing that gives me more gold when from killing enemies. More gold. I mean, although eventually you have more gold than you need, but still, I'll take it.
But yeah, I think Alien Romulus is going to be a great movie. We'll see what happens. Because they're not leaning so much on star power this time. They're making it more about the aliens, which it should be.
Yes, it should.
I agree with that. And,
Tyler,
they're
what? Well, I want to know why Tyler doesn't approve of it.
Probably because he hates horror movies. You know, he has to cry for his
Oh, that's true. He does get scared very easily, I hear.
He does.
Why I don't approve of Alien Romulus? I mean, I'm sure
Yes.
it's good. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's not. Alien's cool. Like, xenomorphs are cool, but it's not like a major series for me.
I see. I saw 3 and 4 in the first Prometheus in the theaters myself. 3 was very disappointing. Like, I've never forgiven that movie for how bad it is, but...
Yeah, it's just not good.
And I actually have a friend who likes it, or I used to have a friend who likes it. It's sort of like Zero on Twitch, a friend kind of like that. And anyway, we would always just argue about it, you know? But, like, nothing will take away the disappointment of that movie, you know?
And
there's a reason why everyone hates it. It's because it's disappointing. But
Prometheus bummed me out because how do you get killed by a giant metal donut?
I mean, that
Dang
movie
it.
has so
That's the
many
best
dumb
part.
things in it. It's
I
a
mean,
million
seriously,
dumb
you
things.
can't avoid it. You can't run off this way. You can't run off that way. You run in its path. Charlize.
It's a bad script. Like, and Damon Lindelof worked on that script, didn't he? I think it was him.
And they killed Idris Elba too. We're not spoiling it. I mean, everybody's
been
seen
out
it
for
by now.
100
It's
years.
Terrible. Yeah, so we're not spoiling that. It's
I don't even remember him in it. He just felt like he's in it.
Yeah, he's the ship captain of
Oh,
the.
they only paid him enough for like 12 lines, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta get rid of it."
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
he's
that's
in
it.
he's in Cats more than he is in Prometheus. That makes no sense.
And you got the old man who's in terrible old man makeup instead of just hiring an
yeah.
old man, just so
Even
they could do prequel scenes that they didn't even use.
Even Fassbender was lackluster in it. He does pretty good in most. Well, not Assassin's Creed, but most of it.
Well, he was miscast in that one in the first place.
Yeah, and Assassin's Creed just wasn't good.
Yeah,
Like Prince of Persia would be more.
you have to have a good script. Like, I mean, it's very difficult to overcome a bad script, and yeah, the Prometheus movies have bad scripts. So, hopefully, this new Alien movie will have a good one. That's what I would hope for. So, what have you been watching, Tyler?
Not much. The League, finishing off the League, and watching some of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think that's it. Nothing just to write home about.
The League.
The League.
You talked about that before, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yo, it's Ima. Good to see you, Ima. Whoa, Ima, what is this cheat you're talking about? Tell us about it.
Ima has the hookup on all these stupid little mini games to how to cheese them into getting through them as quick as possible.
He does seem to know a lot about that stuff. Man, this group wiped out my guys really fast for some reason.
Oh, there's
Quickly.
Ima. Now we can spoil everything.
Well, Ima's already seen Deadpool twice, at least
then we're
twice.
Okay, then, but he probably hasn't seen Prometheus, so he's probably mad at us for that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Unlikely that he would have seen that.
Yeah.
No. Who knows?
I mean, the Aliens movies, I don't know. When I think of the Aliens movies, I just think of the first two, because they were superb. The first one was great, really tense sort of horror movie, and then
Yeah,
the
they're
second
pretty
one
different movies.
was a complete
Yeah.
but action movie and very well done.
Yeah, it's an action movie, but it's still scary. It's both. That's good.
Yeah. And then the other ones, I don't know. Resurrection, I guess, was just okay, but it just kind of threw me off a little bit. Prometheus was dumb. Alien 3 was dumb. Alien, what's that one that came up between Prometheus and
Covenant. It's Prometheus
Covenant.
2. It's just Prometheus 2. They just call it Alien Covenant.
Why was what's his name? His name escapes me, but he normally is a comic actor.
Danny McBride?
Yeah, why was he in it? I don't understand.
I don't know, to create empathy for his character or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it had a good cast, but the story just didn't do it for me. I don't know why.
Oh, I got a lot of money now. I should be buying more things.
I buy more things, Paul. Quit being
Yeah,
a
why
hoarder.
not? More fuel, more guy holding, more that. There we go. I bought all the things. Man, this game's really exciting.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
the
essentially, you know,
Most,
just tower
most
defense.
worthy
game.
90-minute game I've ever seen.
mean,
Tower
it's
defense
essentially-
is
yeah, it's
very generous.
It's worm defense, I guess. I don't know.
A little bit. But you have to play, you can't just click like, because the guys will overrun you if you're not doing bombs, and you have to aim those bombs. So I don't know. But God, they're just swarming us. You know, there's so much.
Well, you know, that's a tower defense game.
I guess.
Or a worm defense game. Maybe.
I'm supposed to be reviewing or at least doing impressions for a tower defense game that just came out called Cats on Duty.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
only on Steam, but it's coming to
Yeah,
consoles
on
later.
Hey,
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
on Wednesday, are you going to do Abathor? Since you need a Wednesday stream. You missed last Wednesday stream.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
figure-
We should address that too. Basically, we were watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and it ended up that the episode we watched was actually a three-parter, and we didn't know it was going to be, right? So, like, it got to the end, and we just started the next episode, and it just totally made us forget that it was stream night.
You let the community down.
Silly.
Okay.
I mean, I should have done a stream, but
Isn't Deep Space Nine like 30 years old?
Yeah, but it's a good show.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Brandy and Mackenzie have never seen it, so Brandy's seen a little bit of it, but not much. So we're just working our way through it slowly. But I mean, like, I really enjoy it. So, and they all enjoy it too. So we're just keeping up with it, you know.
Who's the captain in that one? Janeway?
Cisco,
Who's that?
Janeway's Voyager.
Voyager. Who plays Cisco?
God, Avery Brooks. That's his
Yeah,
name.
Avery Brooks. He was good. He was
Oh,
good.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I know most of the actors' names.
Oh,
Not-
I should talk about what I watched this week.
Sure.
Time Bandits.
The series
I
or
have
the
Apple-
movie?
The series.
Okay, is it all out or is it coming out weekly? How's that work?
It first 4 episodes are out. It does 2 every week. It's obviously, you know, like a refresh of the old Terry Gilliam movie by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi, who are obviously work together in What We Do in the Shadows and other great work. And it's not bad. I mean, I know a lot of people are trashing on it because they didn't want their precious Time Bandits messed with, but it could have been a lot worse than it was. It actually thought it was pretty good, you know, and it had some nice surprises in it. I thought Lisa Kudrow actually wasn't terrible in it. She was pretty good. And,
She's
I mean, it
great in
fol-
the trailer.
yeah, I mean, it follows the spirit. I mean, obviously, it doesn't have the dwarves like Time Bandits does, but it follows kind of like a similar plot line.
Are there no
I thought-
dwarves at all?
I mean, not that I see just yet, but
Dang.
obviously, you know. But Terry Gilliam's an executive producer, so he's behind, you know, he's approving of it, and obviously these guys know their humor and stuff. So I think if more people give it a chance, it's not terrible. Like I said, don't give up on the original movie, of course. But I mean, this ended up being a lot more fun than I thought it would. So I think the series is fun. And Waititi shows up as a supreme being. I mean, come on.
Interesting.
Taika Waititi is God. What more do you want?
He always casts himself in roles like that.
Achievement.
He has fun with roles like that.
He was horrible.
fun in that
what
one
movie
pirate
was he in that he was horrible?
Jojo Rabbit.
No,
I don't know.
he's good in that.
He's good in that. Yeah, he is.
It was a Free Guy.
I did hear. I heard he was bad in Free Guy as well.
Oh,
Tyler's not the only one to think
He was
that.
impersonating Bobby Kotick. What do you want? He was impersonating Paul Parsons. By the way, pour one out for Bungie and Game Informer this week. It's a terrible week for layoffs.
Well, that's another thing we could talk about. But before we move on, Time Bandits, I hope it has a different, better ending than the actual movie, because I've always hated the movie's ending.
Oh, come on. That ending was fun.
No!
Yes.
No, they win and then the boy's family gets killed for no reason. Oh, wonderful.
But
That's not fun.
It was evil.
Yeah, it doesn't fit the tone of the movie.
He literally said, "Don't touch it," and they touched it. Like, they're not gonna listen. They deserve their demise.
Yeah, the boy's life deserves to get ruined after this
I'm
rollicking
never gonna
adventure.
I was never gonna forgive us for spoiling that.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you should watch it, Tyler. Like, it's a well-made movie, but yeah, the ending sucks.
Sean Connery's in it though, and he was great.
Yeah, as Robin Hood, right?
No, not Robin Hood. He was the guy in the Roman Empire thing. And he
Oh,
showed up
my
as
bad.
a
John
pirate.
Cleese is Robin Hood, right? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Boy, you need more defense.
Wow,
this
this
is
yeah,
terrible.
This one is. I'm not generating any guys for some reason.
They're
Like, what
beating
the
up
heck?
your side of the screen. It's turning all white.
Wow, good luck.
Okay, yeah, this is. I'm gonna lose, I think.
But yeah, yeah, but I thought Time Bandits was pretty good. Like I said, just going with a little bit of free time. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say, hey, remake everything. Remake the Goonies. I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say, you know, with something like this, the creative forces to play, it could have been a lot worse than it was. I had fun with it. Hey, Emma won! Congrats, Emma.
Go, Emma. It's nice to have more of something that you like, as long as they don't do it poorly. You know,
Yeah,
like
'cause
Time Bandits came out a million years ago. It's okay for there to be another Time Bandits thing.
When big,
And Wolfblade says he was trying out Mecha Break playtest version.
I heard
So
that was
what's-
good.
Yeah, what is that? Does anyone have?
It's
details?
a mech game. It's like an action mech game, and it looks pretty good so far.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure it's more fun than Concord. Concord's beta put me to sleep. It just wasn't that good, I'm afraid.
I've not heard of that one either.
It's Sony's take on Overwatch with weird characters and all that. It's just not that good.
Huh.
And they want $40 for it. I mean, if it was free to play, maybe, but it's $40. Not
That was a lot.
That is a lot.
You're welcome, BX Latino Heat. It's nice to see you win things sometimes.
Call of Duty on Xbox.
I wish. Okay, let me talk a little bit about Cats on Duty. It is, Tyler, I think you would like it, because you like Plants vs. Zombies, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's Plants vs. Zombies, but with cats instead of plants. And you also do a match 3 puzzler at the same time that the tower defense stuff is going on.
Oh yeah. I kind of like those types of games where they
Yeah.
bring in match 3 with other types of gameplay like Puzzle Quest.
Yeah, and I mean it's very much like Plants vs. Zombies. Like, it has a soundtrack that is clearly inspired by Plants vs. Zombies, and it's just very pleasant. Like, from the brief amount that I played it so far. But it's, like I said, it's coming to consoles eventually, so I just have to do an impressions story now, I think, and then write a review when the actual console version comes out. That's how I try to do things.
Does it have co-op?
Apparently it does, although I haven't like messed with it enough to see how that works or anything.
Oh, you know what else came out this week? They re-released
What?
Arrow the Acrobat.
Yeah, which is a mascot platformer, 16-bit mascot platformer from the 1990s for Tyler.
And they're
doesn't
also
know these
doing.
things.
They're also working on Arrow the Acrobat 2 and Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel. 2 of the best 16-bit platforms you could play out there. They're great games.
What did they come out on?
Super Nintendo and Genesis.
Switch,
Oh
yeah.
really?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, Switch, PS4, PS5.
Oh yeah, no,
I think
sorry,
Xbox.
I meant the originals. But I mean,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Super NES and Genesis, yeah, and Game Boy Advance. There was a version that came out for that. That's coming out.
Oh, neat.
too.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
approve.
great to see those because I mean, those are Sunsoft classics. Seeing them come back is really cool. I like it.
Yes, I'm glad Sunsoft's their Japanese ownership has decided to do more stuff with their properties and such.
Didn't
and
they
that's
do
good.
all the Adventure Island games?
No, that's Hudson Soft, which is
That's
owned by
Hudson.
Konami, who does nothing
Uh,
with it.
Maybe there was a soft in there somewhere. That's all I got.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a Steam game, a Steam and Switch game that I'm supposed to review from Sunsoft. It's like a sequel to a Famicom game they did, so very obscure. But it's basically a Vampire Survivors clone, like Vampire Survivors, but more Japanese and not as good. And
Have you-
someday I should make the time to review it. Really
Yeah,
should.
and then there was another game, Brotato. That's on Game Pass. It's actually pretty fun.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, Brotato. Look it up.
Doesn't sound real.
Brotato.
Earl in Purple Crayon. I feel like
All right.
Zachary Levi is like the king of not good, like offshoot movies or
Hey,
something, right? Like,
Shazam was good. Shazam was good.
yeah, but it's
Shazam, I
not
think-
like a blockbuster
No.
superhero movie.
But it was good.
It was good enough.
Yeah, there you go. You get popcorn and a Coke. Enjoy that.
And then this isn't what's that movie called? If or whatever, which is
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds or whatever.
that's on
Although I heard
Peacock
that
now.
one's actually not that great either.
It's just like a apparently kind
Stellar.
of a Pixar ripoff, I hear. But
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's just I don't know. Parts of it were off. It wasn't.
Yeah, I can
amazing.
only handle so much Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I can handle a lot of him.
I like him, but I like him, but it's got to be in the right property. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see him making dumb family movies. Like that doesn't.
Well,
work
yeah,
for
I
me.
don't know. I mean, he just plays Ryan Reynolds in most of his movies, and it's not that.
That is true. Did you like him in Waiting?
Yeah, I do like Waiting.
Everybody
I mean, I
loves
didn't.
him waiting.
I don't
He
know.
was
I mean,
good.
I liked
He's awesome.
Waiting. I don't know that I liked him. He's almost. Well, I mean, I guess he's not the straight man, but he's kind of like everyone else is still weirder than him in Waiting.
Yeah.
But Waiting
yeah?
is good. Yes.
No, it is. Mhm.
Yeah. And Tyler, you've never actually been a waiter, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, Waiting, when I first saw it, I think I actually was a waiter at the time, or I had recently been one. And like, it does do a good job of like being a fantasy, sort of like wish fulfillment for waiters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you could be mean back to the awful customers.
Beignets the movie? What? Beignets the movie. Ooh, these guys are tough. These sledgehammers.
Yes.
Like that. So circling back around, since we were talking about the game industry, obviously.
Oh
it's a
yeah, go
very-
for it.
Very rough game industry week. Bungie has laid off another 220 employees, and it sounds like they're about to be absorbed into Sony. Because,
Yeah, it sounds like, but yeah, like
But
they're
yeah, I
no
mean-
longer going to be a separate entity.
yeah, and on top of that, it turns out the CEO is kind of a jerk because.
Right, I was going to say they've been managed so poorly. It's not really a bad thing
no,
at
no,
this point.
but wait for it. He bought 24 classic cars worth about $2 million, showed them off to employees, and then 2 days later laid off those employees. How messed up is that? That's incredibly messed up. Like, here are my cars. By the way, you're out of a job. Bye. Enjoy,
it's just-
enjoy the Uber life.
You know,
Yeah,
a lot
he
of
sounds-
CEOs are sociopaths, and he does.
Right, they're so out of touch with
He's
things,
awful.
they don't really
And-
get
yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's like when EA laid off 5% of its workforce, then Andrew Wilson, CEO of the company, took home $26 million. So
Yeah,
there's something
it's.
wrong.
I mean, we should do it Japanese style. In Japan, if they have to do layoffs, then the CEO like refuses their salary that year. You know.
Iwata
Like-
did that. Iwata was well known for that. When his company was struggling, instead of doing everything in his power to lay off employees and everything like that, he took he took a significant pay cut.
Yeah,
to
and
keep
that
that-
way they don't want to lay them off. You know, like it's like, well, I get punished if I lay people off, so I'm not just going to do it willy nilly. You know.
Yeah, and then
That's
on
good.
top of that, speaking of other CEO shenanigans, Game Informer closed yesterday out of nowhere.
Ugh.
Their site completely shut down, no chance to archive. Their staff was completely laid off, and there's a rumor indicating that Ryan, what's his name, the CEO, Ryan something, apparently he's being sued for were doing insider trading because he made $47 million from that. Ryan Cohen is his name. So they said that in an effort to kind of prepare for that legal defense, they closed down Game Informer. And I don't know if it's been a lack of successful, but it was one of the more dependable game sites out there. They actually reported on video game news. Believe it or not, there are sites that did that. So I'm like,
And guess
like
what?
Optimus.
Well, that's
What?
true.
Yes.
He's also a big Trumper. A big one.
Yeah, go figure.
So,
It-
what a
it's
piece of
just-
crap.
Yeah, he's a piece of garbage. But I mean, it's just this is two stories this week, two different people or two different entities losing a lot of people, and two CEOs are going to benefit as a result. This is screwed up beyond belief. I
That's-
can't believe it. How bad it is, you know?
Yeah, and complaining is good, but like again, we need unfortunately political reform to
But it's not.
to reduce the opportunities for bad things like that to happen. But,
Yeah, I mean, unless like unions step in, I don't see that happening. That's kind
yeah, unions are a good thing. I mean, mostly a good thing, except
Yeah.
for police unions in New York, apparently.
And then on top of that, like, everything happening with Ubisoft, all these people are going against Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows because of themes, because of all this stuff, and that's creating some backlash. I mean, like, the only really good thing that's coming out over the next few weeks, it seems like, is Space Marine 2, because that can't be touched. That's going to be badassery.
That is exciting.
Yes. So I don't know. I mean,
Oh, there's another
Seems to be
Space
better.
Marine game coming out.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
after
mhm.
9 years.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
it
I
looks
think I
really
played that
cool.
other one on PS3 or Xbox 360.
Yeah, the
Pretty
first
old.
Right,
was
it's like
fun.
it's like the action one, right? Like where it's
Okay,
mostly just
yeah,
action
I'm gonna
combat.
link you to it. Let me get you a
think
trailer
so.
here so you guys can check it out. But it looks amazing, and I mean, it looks like the chaos is even bigger than the first one, which I'm fine.
Because
with.
most of Warhammer stuff is way too convoluted for my liking.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different Warhammer games too. It's hard to even know which to play or anything.
But yeah,
the run and
I
gun
mean,
shooter is pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, most of the Warhammer games I skip unless it's stuff like Vermintide or Darktide, both of which were great first-person theme shooters.
Yeah,
like
Vermintide's
Left 4
cool.
Dead.
Like, I mean,
Definitely.
Yeah, and Vermintide 2
cool
is good too.
concept
Yeah.
stuff.
If you got friends to play,
Yeah.
Dark Tide when we played it was kind of like too complex and such. But we played it with Icky and Perfect Zero a little bit.
I think I was in the session too.
Don't they
I
do
recall
like
playing
were you?
tabletop games
Yeah, you
and
might have
stuff too?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's based on?
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, those are really well done. And then obviously the first Space Marine is good. And I think they also released an aerial combat game called Flyboys that was good. And then they're also doing like this racing game that's supposed to be like Mario
They
Kart,
just
but
go into
incredibly
every
brutal.
genre with their.
Well,
Yes,
they're
there's
trying to win
so
people
many.
over. Well, how many strategy games do we need from Warhammer? There
No, I
are
agree with you.
348,000.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
I'll
a good
take all
idea.
the.
Because I'm not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not interested
Wolfblade.
in those level of strategy games anyway.
Wolfblade, I'll tell you what, you, Irania, Paul, and me, let's do some Darktide or
Oh.
Vermintide 2 or something. We're up.
Well,
Vermintide.
Wolfie, I definitely want to play more with you, but you guys haven't really. You guys have to reach out sometimes. It can't only be me reaching out because I'm more busy than anybody.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I
so
am.
busy,
I do
guys.
do
He's so
podcasts
busy.
and
He's
streaming
clicking
and
right
writing and
now.
everything.
He's clicking himself to pieces. Brandy, help me.
No,
No, I get it. You are busy and you're preparing to go back to school on Monday, so it's okay.
Yeah, and my regular job especially makes me super busy just from it. So yeah, I don't have that much free time, but I do it. I love playing with my friends, which is a lot of our stream viewers. Some of them. But yeah, it's just helpful when other people try to set things up too, and not just me.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, we will try to figure out a session that we played.
He says he was kidding. He claims.
He claims.
We mostly believe him.
But yeah, Vermintide 2 is more fun than the first. The first one was really good, but the second one, they really add a bunch of cool stuff to it. And Darktide's pretty good. You just got to get used to it.
I guess so. We need to play it more. It's also 1 million gigabytes, so it fills
Yeah,
up
that's
your
big.
console hard drive
But-
just right away.
Yeah, Space Marine 2, Day 1. That looks incredible, and I think it's going to be a great game. Bring it on. And then they're also releasing, let's see what else is coming out. They're re-releasing Shadow of the Ninja Remastered. That's coming out in a few weeks. That's going to be nice. And 2-player, I believe. So you can do that in co-op there, Paul.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
glad-
they're obviously... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say the same PR. I mean, that's from In Games, right?
Yeah,
And
they're pretty good PR.
yeah, they're. Well, I don't know if I like their PR people, but they, you know, I get games out of them, but there's room for improvement there. But anyway, I did recently review Parasol Stars, which is also from Inin, and I give it a real thorough review. Like, I'm quite proud of that review, and Tyler helped with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm glad I did that review, so hopefully I can get Shadow of the Ninja from them without them complaining, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, this list from August, like Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, Dustborn, which doesn't really look that good. Kena Bridge of Spirits is coming to Xbox. That's good news. That's going to be a good port.
Is
Madden
it?
25. Yeah, I mean, it's a great game on PS5, and the team has reportedly put a lot of effort in the Xbox port, so we'll see what happens. Madden NFL 25. I mean, yeah, there's nothing really. Well, there is Black Myth Wukong, but I don't do well at Souls-like games. I die at those.
Oh, Tyler loves them.
Yeah, I bet he does. There you go, Tyler. Get Black Myth
What
Wukong. Black Myth
Souls likes.
Wukong. Yeah, Souls-like.
Oh yeah, that one like looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it could be fun. It looks tough, but that's
There's
your
so
speed.
many, yeah. There's so many out there. Unless that's like all you want to play anymore, like you
Yeah.
kind of have to skip over some and just pick the ones that appeal to you.
Yeah, because they're long and hard, and there's a
Exactly.
million of them now. Yeah.
Right.
With
But
you
yeah, I
there.
mean, we'll have to see what game's coming after that. I mean, I don't know how I feel Black Ops 6, but I'll be able to play it for free on Game Pass, so there's that.
Oh, is Kena coming to Xbox? Kena? Is that what it's called?
Kena Bridge of Spirits, yeah. It's good.
It's
It's a
I'm
good
not
game.
familiar with that one.
It's alright.
It's pretty
It's
good.
pretty good.
Check it out on PS5. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. I'll give it a 7. It can have a 7.
There you go. How generous it could have a 7.
And how did you end up playing it, Tyler? Was it on PlayStation Plus?
Good question.
You don't
I
remember?
know. It might have been on like Super Plus or whatever
Gotcha.
when they, you know, because they have all those additional tiers or whatever.
That they do.
Oh, and guess what's coming out this Tuesday? Yeah. Volgar the Viking 2. I'll be reviewing that for Gamer Hub UK, and that should be a read.
I don't remember
can't
if I
say
ever
it.
played that one. That one's super hard too.
It was tough. The first
Yeah.
one was tough as heck. It was really tough.
It's like intentionally hard as hell.
Yeah, I'm interested in it because it looks really nice, but it doesn't have co-op, so I really couldn't fit it into my life right now.
It doesn't
so-
look like I ever played it.
Yeah.
It looked interesting. I don't know. It's probably. I don't know. Those games do get annoying when they're like intentionally so challenging.
Yars Rising is coming from Way Forward. That's their Metroidvania based on Yars Revenge. That's gonna be.
Yeah, that looks really good, and I probably
Yeah.
will try to get that, even though it's not co-op.
Yeah, Way Forward's a good team. It's different.
Yeah, I mean, I love them, and they're very nice to me, which is like, I talked
Did
them
you see all
into
that
mail.
way forward stuff at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I want to know what you think about this one because we talk about beat 'em ups all the time. I want to know what you think about the Karate Kid Street Rumble.
I mean, it looks really nice. It is from Game Mill. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not developed by them, but the same developer did the 2 Cobra Kai games, and the first one I played, and it is definitely okay. Like it's not like real impressive,
Yeah.
but it's okay. And with this one, they're going for more of a Shredder's Revenge kind of thing, and I hope that will work out. You know, I want to believe that it will be good.
Well, I can tell you right now, my big one for the holiday season is going to be Sonic X Shadow Generations because I loved the original Sonic Generations, but the fact that they're adding Shadow to it and putting in all sorts of new levels, that's going to be fun to play. But I know what you want to play, Paul. You want to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed. I know.
Well, I do, yeah, by Outright Games. That one, you know, I wouldn't get your hopes up super high for it, but hopefully it'll be good enough.
I mean, Splintered Fate was, well, that was a different team. But
Yeah, different develop. It's just like with Game Mill. Like with Game Mill, you cannot get your hopes up too high or you'll be disappointed. And with Outright Games, it's the same way. Like their games, some of their games are good, but none of their games are great, and a lot of their games are not that good. So just be ready for that.
yeah, and then obviously we got the Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm not sure on that yet. I'll have to play it first.
And Jono says that he is looking forward to the new Shadow content in Sonic. That's good. It's too bad we can't get Tyler into Sonic. It's one of his big character flaws.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Sonic
taking
sucks.
souls.
See what I mean? Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, he does that. He does that.
I mean, is Sonic Generations good? Probably not. Or
And
what's
then-
the one? What's the new one called?
Sonic
Sonic
Generations
X-
Shadow Lover or something like that.
Sonic
Yeah,
X Shadow Generation Shadow Lover.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sonic.
speaking of shadows, this is a big one for me. Coming October 31st, Shadows of the Damned Hella Remastered. That looks like fun to me.
Oh yeah, I
love
like
these.
Shadows of the Damned. I played that
Yeah.
on PS3.
All right,
I
what
love
is
it.
it?
Fun.
Tell me what it
Shadows
is.
of the Damned. It's
Like
the newest.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's like a third-person action adventure with Resident Evil style vibes, made by Suda51 and Grasshopper Manufacturer.
It's pretty.
It's
funny.
really good.
There's some
Yeah,
there's
it's-
some good humor in it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really enjoy the game, and I'm looking forward to the remake. I know the team working on it; they're nice people. So yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, we're also getting an expansion to Atari 50. This will actually include Intellivision games, since Intellivision is now owned by Atari. So
Yay, that belongs in Atari 50.
yeah, I agree, and there are going to be some other obscure games as well. So looking forard to those additions.
Look who's here.
Living Dead.
Living Dead Girl.
And Royal
Hello.
Bob. Look,
Don't know.
always
Royal
great.
Bob.
Don't.
Always great to see them both.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
but the Atari, I reviewed Atari 50. I gave it a very thorough co-op review that I'm proud of, and I do look forward to reviewing the new one too.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And there's a collectible Steelbook edition. I might actually break down and get that one.
Yeah, but only for the Switch. Like, I don't think PlayStation's getting the
Oh,
Steelbook,
that's okay.
which is a
I
shame.
need something for on the go anyway, so that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work for me perfectly.
Yeah, great to see you, Living Dead Girl.
Yeah, good to see you guys. We're about to give away some more codes here. I think we have one more round coming up, so you guys have a chance to win something.
Yeah. Did anybody win Lord of the Click 1 for Steam? Because I bought a copy of it to give out.
Darker player notes here. Microsoft needs to bring all the classic I mean, that would be neat. Seeing an Activision anthology collection for Xbox would be great. But
Yeah.
I believe they're finally going to make movement on bringing those classic Transformers games to Xbox, because
I hope so.
we're talking about obviously Fall of Cybertron, Rise of or whatever that other one was, and
Rise of the
Devastation.
Fall of Cybertron. No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Rise and
I agree.
Fall.
They should bring those back. But
I agree.
now that you mention it, you know, Microsoft left a lot of money on the table not re-releasing Deadpool.
Agreed. That could have been golden, and maybe also Marvel Ultimate Alliance too. 'Cause they released those both a while back. You know, re-releasing them and getting the rights would have made them mad money.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, with Deadpool being so big right now, not having the Deadpool game on the market is really unwise. Like a big missed opportunity.
I agree. With
Don't you think, Tyler?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. When it comes to big licenses like that, sometimes it's tough to manage them.
I mean, I'm sure it's tough, but like, there's no way. Like a lot of people are pirating the PC version and like
Oh,
classic
really? Are
console
they?
versions.
Oh yeah. I've seen them running it on Steam Deck. I don't
Because there's
know.
no legal way to
Yeah,
to
exact-
get it.
No, yeah. No, you're probably right. And I mean, it's not a terrible game. It's not the best game ever, but it's a fun, stupid, dumb fun game.
Yeah, we actually streamed it once a long time ago. So it would. I mean, I hope that now that the movie is a huge hit, they'll think about it. But we'll have to see because they're not doing that much with classic Activision titles yet. But hopefully they will start to soon. Oh, Wolfie misses playing it too. Yeah, well, Nolan North is a great voice actor, but it's weird hearing anyone but Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool now. Does anyone else feel that way?
I mean, Nolan North does a good job with it. I mean,
But Ryan just owns the role in my heart. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like he's
alright.
so good. But that's
saying.
not anyone else's fault. It's not like Nolan North.
but they're going to
didn't
get
do a
Ryan
good
for the
job.
game, obviously, because that will be good.
Well, I mean, they could if they ponied
was-
up for it, but I
Was
don't.
the
It might,
first movie even out when the game came
that's
out?
a good question. I don't know the timing of it. Somebody should look it up.
Hang on, let me see. Hang on.
But yeah, we recently
game
watched
came out-
we watched Hulk versus Wolverine, the short animated movie
No,
that Marvel made.
The game came out in 2013. First movie didn't come out until 2016, so it came out 3 years before.
There you go. So no fault of Marvel's there. I didn't cough in your ears
Yeah,
just now, did I?
Yeah.
I did.
Blah, blah.
Did I or didn't I? I tried to mute it.
I'm
but I didn't.
impersonating you.
Anyway.
Blah.
Well, no one complained
Blah.
about it, so hopefully I didn't. But anyway, yeah, not their fault. But we watched Hulk versus Wolverine, which has Deadpool in it. You know, it's a short animated movie based on the comics of when Hulk and Wolverine's introduction was in a Hulk comic, like him fighting the Hulk. Did you know that? So anyway, like, yeah, they made a short animated movie of that, and it's pretty good. And Nolan North does Deadpool's voice in it. And he's good, too. But like I said, it just takes a little getting used to hearing someone else doing the character. Wasn't who in Deadpool and Wolverine, Ima?
Who, Nolan North? No, he wasn't in there.
That would be a really cool cameo if he was. Like, if
I mean,
he
he
was one of
was
the
in
extra characters.
He was
Ryan
in- he
Reynolds
was-
Ryan Reynolds was Deadpool in that crappy Wolverine movie.
Yeah. It was-
Oh,
is
I
what
get
he
it.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Nolan
it
North
was-
did make a cameo in Uncharted, though. That was kind of
But
cool.
but he didn't even have any lines really.
Also, nobody watched that movie because it was obviously bad.
Yeah, it was bad, but still.
I mean, it might have been good, but it wasn't.
It was bad.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's not that it's bad to make a movie of it, but it just did not look good, and no one seemed to think it was good.
I'm sorry, is this a giant worm and a mech stomping on littler worms? Okay.
Maybe.
That
Uh-oh.
works, I guess. Oh.
Achievement again. Got 40 gamer score that time, so at least they're doling out more gamer score as we
Yeah,
go
it
on.
goes up a little bit. Man, these levels
Yeah, darker
are
player.
so
Yes.
dark
this
player.
is-
the same over and over.
well, only harder. They're harder. And
Yeah, but I
here's-
mean, like not even the environment changes. There's maybe a couple new boss enemies, but
Yeah, you're right. The environment should change, and also this is a clicker game, but like you constantly have to be manually.
yeah, it's
doing
weird that it
explosions.
calls that. Like you can't just like it's not. Yeah, it's not a clicker game. in
So I
that.
don't. Yeah, so I don't like that because I want to be able to
Check it for a
autopilot
while.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
you're not
darker
autopiloting
answer-
anything.
to answer a question, and Darker Player put up a chat. There was a Activision anthology game released years ago for PlayStation 2. It was exceptionally well done, but since that time, Activision really hasn't done too much with their classic 2600 library, which is kind of a shame. It seems to be the trend now. I mean, look at Atari 50. Look at all these different releases that are celebrating the classics. Even Bubsy 3D is getting a re-release. Why is beyond me, but there it is.
Yeah, well, now that you mention it, I was on a podcast recently, guys. I forgot to mention this in the newsletter
yeah.
and share links. But I was on a podcast about games released in 1984, this particular one. And like one of the games that I chose to talk about, I did Karateka, Karateka. And I did Pitfall 2, and Pitfall 2 is an Atari 2600 game, also for other things. But like that was in an Activision anthology, and there's no way to buy it now. So it's like there's no legal way to play Pitfall 2 right now, and that's dumb. Like you need to keep things like that on the market. So
Yeah,
There
the
you go.
Xbox 360 marketplace closed this week, and we lost pretty much all those games, unless you own them physically.
well, I mean, if you already have them installed on your Xbox 360,
Then you're good. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
you can still reinstall them too. But I'm just like, you can't buy them.
yeah, that's okay. I mean, like, some people, like, they mostly play old things. They mostly play retro games, and maybe they only play a few new games a year. And, I assume they never open their curtains, and their house is just covered in dust and things like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just a little dig at them for being weirdos. But, like, any 360 game I wanted to play, I've played by now. I had 20 years to do it. Like, isn't that enough?
Well, yeah, I get that, but it's always great to appreciate the classics if you can.
Yeah, I like them, but I want them to be put on the modern backwards compatible platforms. Like put them on
Right.
stores that are gonna stick around.
Yeah, I agree. But even then, like, games aren't safe. Like, they re-released Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 and Deadpool and Transformers Devastation, and those went away, which they should not have. But
Yeah, you're certainly right about that.
yeah.
Oh, I need to be doing my. So this level's tough. Oh, nice. Ima, what are you gonna play on the 360 on your stream? Can we get a shout out for Ima, please? Because he is a friend of the stream and he is a good streamer. You should watch him.
I think Jonah shouted him out already, but you can't.
Oh,
again.
good.
No
All
harm
right,
in it.
let's give him another shout out now that I'm talking about him. That would be good.
I just did. Maybe somebody can give me a shout out for giving him a
Hey,
shout
there's Shih
All
Tzu.
right, well done, Galadrius.
Shout out.
out. Thank you, Brandy. See, Brandy
You're
gets it.
welcome.
Shout it out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jono. You're the best.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna wing it.
Did the Shih Tzu's here?
Shih Tzu! Yay! Did
Hello.
Javor's DM you or something, Shih Tzu? Did he email you? Did he come to your house? Is that... It's so good to see
Wow,
you.
that's a little freaky.
Yeah, I mean, well, Javor's goes above and beyond. I'm not joking about that, but anyway. it's great to have our longtime viewers, whom we love dearly, here with
Yeah.
us.
It's always a fun
Yeah.
stream.
Oh, you just got home. All right. Were you out seeing Deadpool 3 for a third time, Shitsu, or what were you up to? If you don't mind me asking. Because seriously, that's what we were doing. You know, I'm not a big, like, watch movies more than once in a small time frame kind of guy. You ever do that, Tyler?
No.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, like, in my lifetime, there have been a few movies that I watched twice back to back. Like, The Crow 2, for instance, which is not a popular movie, but I love The Crow 2, and I watched it twice in a row. I mean, like, but nowadays, when there's so many things to watch and so many things to do, it's like I watch the movie when it comes out of the theater, then I watch it when it comes out on video, and then maybe I watch it a couple years after that. But yeah, I mean, God, that movie, the second time, it was still just as good. It was wonderful. So, yeah.
Hey, worst nightmare is here.
Yo, Worst Nightmare, glad you made it. Look at that, we got all kinds of cool people here tonight.
Yeah, we do.
I had a friend over and she wanted to see it, so we went.
Yeah, that's why Brandy came up with the idea. But I mean, I couldn't object because it was a great movie and it just was fun. Yeah, poor Icky doesn't revisit stuff either. Yeah, Icky's like busy mostly with work stuff, you know, and I guess a lot of things I do fall under work and some are just hobbies like the podcasting and such, but
Yeah, mostly comedies are the easiest ones to rewatch, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah, you're
Although
right, because
Deadpool and Wolverine is worth watching again for the stuff.
action and comedy.
So that counts as action and comedy. So there you go.
Yeah. Everyone's coming in at the tail end of the stream, though. Like, we're going to beat this
Yeah.
level and then stop, but at least they
Hey,
are
you're
here.
here.
Yeah. Well, then, Tyler, will you do some vamping for us? We do the vamp.
Yeah, so this is Saturday Game School. We stream every Saturday of the year. New games for you guys to learn about and check out. And 9 p.m. Eastern, is that right? Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, which is the real time that's actually important.
Wow.
7 p.m. Mountain Time,
Learn something
every
new every day.
Saturday. And did I forget anything?
You forgot to tell them about us. Paul
Wait.
is your on-camera. Well, I can't.
Well,
I can't
okay.
tell
I mean, we don't usually talk about ourselves individually, but yeah.
Okay, well, Paul is your on-camera host. He usually has a different hat every week. He likes to show off stuff he purchased, and he likes to talk during the streams about different things. Tyler is the color commentator. He joins
I'm here.
me.
I'm here to talk about all the shows that I like. See, I'm
Yeah.
an idiot. Knows
Yeah.
that I like the
And-
show.
and
It's
the hot-
actually good.
And the hot tub streamers he watches as well. I am
Yeah.
Galadrius the Mighty. I am the wild card, and I mainly talk about awesome things that Tyler does not talk about. And then off to the side we have Brandykatz, who is takes part in it's her. She takes part in co-op sessions with Paul and provides little comments as well. So that is the team.
If something is
well-
like 40, 45 years old, you can count on Galadrius and Paul to talk about it and
Yes.
not have any idea what
Wow.
it is.
And if there is a new hot tub stream with an anime
Then
girl,
you can
Tyler
count
is
on
likely a
me.
subscriber.
That's right.
That's true. Tyler's the expert.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
That
But
one
we,
girl
you know,
is really something.
That's right.
we mostly use our real names because we prefer to be, like we've always had just this kind of thing where we consider the people, we consider the audience our friends and we love them and all that.
Yeah, we do love you guys. You're great.
Yeah, so like I don't like to have too many boundaries between me and them, other than ones that are required by my profession, my main
Yes.
profession. But
Obviously.
Sometimes we play games that has more than one background for the entire 90
Yeah,
minutes.
every now and then, yes.
We always stream Turtles games. That's nice.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
multiple backgrounds. They
Yeah.
change levels and
I guess they do.
And hopefully this
some truly
Wednesday,
fantastic video game.
gravy. Look at this army of.
That's a lot of
bugs.
bad guys. Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. They wiped out your gunners in like 2 seconds. Good grief.
Yeah, I should do more gunners.
You
You
should
know
have-
what wave you're on.
Yeah,
when-
like there's some kind of meter at the top, but I can't understand it. The top right
Oh.
corner. Do you see
Oh,
it?
Yeah, is it going towards
Well-
the left or the right? It looks like it's going towards the left, so you're almost
The
at the
left.
shield, which I assume is the boss.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, be sure to support indie games, guys, because they're really doing it for themselves in this industry. They've really got some great titles here, like this one that we're watching. So yeah, support indie.
But also
support
some
indie.
great ones.
Yeah, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
take care of those AA developers too. They're doing.
Jonathan Blow was complaining about his game not selling well.
Yeah. Why do you think it didn't
Yay.
sell well, Tyler?
Huh?
Why do you think it didn't do well? Any
Marketing
theories?
sucked. I mean, I didn't even know Braid got re-released. Nobody told
Isn't
me.
he
nothing.
kind of
there
a
was,
kind
there
of a
wasn't
douche?
a lot of marketing.
He's an
Like,
arrogant.
I mean,
he's an arrogant one.
when it came out and made $1 billion, there was what, like 9 indie games already. Like,
Yeah, it was a
is-
small
it is a-
downloadable.
It is a
market.
really
And he-
good game. Like, it's a very clever
And he was
game.
incredibly. Yeah, but he was incredibly egotistical about it. Like he thought it was hot crap, you know, or whatever.
Competition
Yes.
was crazy. Yeah, he, like, him as a person, he doesn't seem like a very good person that you'd want to be around or
Some of these-
anything.
Some of these people
Agreed.
are horrible. Some, not all.
I mean, he doesn't. He's not like a big racist or like a J.K. Rowling type or something. But he's full of himself. That's what we don't like about him, right?
Super pretentious and egotistical.
Yes, and you can tell he's pretentious just by playing Braid because
Oh yeah, like the,
They-
the books and stuff that you read or whatever on
Yes.
in the game. Yeah, the dialogue or whatever you want to call it is just weird.
yeah, it's mental wankery.
Looking for
Yeah.
another stream.
Yeah, Tyler, have you found us somebody to raid out to when we raid in a minute?
Oh
Oh, look, a different background. How about that,
Oh
Tyler?
wow, look at that! Got different enemies.
Hey,
It only
look,
took-
hey,
It
snow.
only
wow,
took an
yeah.
hour and 40 minutes.
You get to beat up these little mini
Yes, it did.
Greedos.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was never particularly into that band, but I'm sure I enjoyed some of their more popular songs. I just can't remember them. But let's go ahead and wrap it up.
I've only heard one song by them.
All right.
Ah, wait, which one was it,
Mhm,
Tyler?
song.
You're talking about Crash Test Dummies?
Yeah, which song?
Yeah, that. Whatever that
Mhm.
song.
Once there was a guy who made his wife so
Yeah.
angry that she cut off his.
Wait. No, not that one.
Oh, that was Weird Al's
Cut
version.
over his
Oh, was it?
body.
I could see Weird Al. Yeah, the song is kind of weird anyway, so I could
Yeah,
see
it
Weird
is.
Al wanting to.
After the
Javors
income-
is streaming, so you should probably stream. She
Oh,
should
yeah.
probably raid Javors.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
well, anyway,
he was here earlier, so I guess I can't be mad at him or anything. We've been streaming Lords of the Click Interstellar Wars. This is the 4th game in the series, or one of four game series anyway. Sells for $5 on Xbox, $6 on Steam. It is a casual strategy game, but it's actually quite challenging and interesting. So, Tyler, thanks for being an excellent co-host as always.
Yep, happy to be here.
Adrius, thanks for doing your thing. Oh no, we
of course,
died.
always.
Readybell, thanks for being with us.
Always.
Icky, thanks for running the contest. Huge thanks to our subscribers, which include Thyrenia, Wolflade, who just hit 69 months. Tyler, of course, Perfect Zero, and everyone else. Did I say Jono? Jono's our #1 subscriber, of course. Yeah, we love all of you guys, though. Thank you, every one of our viewers. Great seeing you guys. We'll catch you next Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and whatever you do, don't hate. Appreciate it.
Hey guys.
Peas and chicken grease.
Bye.
That ought to hold the little SOBs.
And T.S. Eliot.
All the T.S. Eliots out there.
Yeah. Hey, it was a little SOB if you ask me. Sorry, I had a bad cough right there at the end.
You said Love Song of Geoffrey for Proof Rock, and now I'm just singing that in my mouth.
BX Latino, glad you made it. Shih Tzu, it was very good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us again. We always miss you when you're not here. Tech Guy, who resubscribed but did not say one thing in chat, unfortunately. But hopefully that was proof of life at least.
Yay! He's alive.
Who else, Tyler?
Royal Bob and Living Dead Girl were here
Yeah.
for half a second.
True.
I'm an Idiot was chatting with us a lot.
Don't be so hard on yourself.